Hello everyone, I'm Pragatisureka, here to give you practical tips on self-development and growth by working on your emotional strength by using emotional ability resources. So what are some of the things that you could do to build up your emotional strength? There are certain skill sets that will help you out. The first one is good listening skills. Do you listen to people or are you always talking to give out your own two bit? I know how tempting it is to give out your own two bit. I remember a time, perhaps about 15 years back, where I loved to give my two bit of advice to everyone, all and sundry. And you know what my mentor told me? She said, make videos, Pragati. If you want to give advice, then you need to talk to people who are interested in listening to you, but not to the people closest to you if they are not asking for help. Now, that was a very valuable piece of advice. As you know, over time, I worked on my relationships by keeping quiet. I worked on my relationships by giving them room to breathe and letting them just be. A lot of times we feel that we have the most valuable bit of advice when it comes to children, spouses, parents about what works for them. Sounds familiar? How your parents need to eat well, how your child needs to be more focused on studies, what kind of college they need to go to, what kind of career would be good to. The list is endless. Everyone knows what food is good for them, what kind of health regime they need to follow, or how is it that they need to run their life. It's their life, their choice. So if you listen to others, you do not impose on them. Secondly, you rarely get pulled into toxic patterns. And even when you are surrounded by people who have toxicity in their basic way of relationship, you are able to disengage. This simple skill has helped me personally cope up with a lot of challenges, and it has definitely helped me help hundreds of others cope up with the difficulties in their own life. So if you want to develop one skill, I recommend start building on good listening skills. A lot of times we are not able to listen to others is because our mind is very jumbled. We have too much to say. So one thing in which you can actually develop the skill of listening well is by first listening to yourself. So how do you do that? Spend time alone. Journal. Just walk around the streets. Listen to some good music. And do not get distracted by phone calls, work deadlines, or something else. When you start spending time with your own self, you are there for yourself first. And when you are there for yourself, you can actually listen to others without imposing your will on them. So, all the very best.